Hello everyone, welcome for this new video, the first real ESO video of 2016. As it's a new year, a lot of people are sharing their wishes on the forum for ZeniMax, certain feature that they would like to see implemented in the game in the future. And so I wanted to share with you 5 of my favorite features that I really would like to see in the game. Of course, I'm restricted myself to 5 only, but there's many more things that I would like to see, but this is the 5 more important ones. The first feature is something I find extremely important, and I've been begging ZeniMax to do it since the earliest stage of the beta. It's the downscaling or the mentoring. This is a system that is used in Guild Wars 2, Wildstar or Final Fantasy XIV that allow players to downscale to early zone or to downscale to another player in their group. This allows a lot of flexibility to the game. This allows the content to not become obsolete because you have always a good reason to go back to it. And this is something, I think, a core feature to any modern MMORPG. I'm very happy to have seen that Matt Fiora have suggested that this is something they are going to work on. I find this so important. Why? Simply because it will allow players to play more easily together. If you have a friend that just started the game, you do not need to create a new character to play with him. You can take your main character, downscale to this friend, and you can play together. It's better also for a guild organization to organize events with different people from different levels. You have not done every quest in Glenumbra? You can go back to it and finish them up. You are missing some Darkened Core or some world boss, you don't scale your character and it will still be a little bit challenging and you will not face roll everything. We have seen that the Elder Scrolls Online is implementing this kind of battle leveling system in Imperial City. In Orsinium it worked quite well. Of course there is still some adjustment to make, especially in the dungeon group finder where there's some kind of disbalance between the power of the player, but I'm certain that with some adjustment this could work just fine, and this is the solution to bring more players to play together. A difficulty slider. The Elder Scrolls Online is a game where there is a huge difference between a skilled player, someone that masterized the technique of the game, and someone that is new to the game or that is unexperimented. This is why ZeniMax had been forced to nerf the content to a point where it's a little bit ridiculous. For a normal player it's extremely easy. For a skilled player this is a joke. So it's not really fun to play a game that do not give you any sort of challenge. Considering the disparity between the skill of the players, a difficulty slider or a way to choose your difficulty will be awesome. Do you imagine you're doing your solo quest, the main storyline, it's instantiated in solo, it's just your problem. You can choose to do it easy, normal, difficult or hardcore. That will be awesome. It will give you back some challenge or no challenge if you don't want to be challenged, but at least the choice belongs to you. And this could be done in any instantiated content. It can be the dungeon, instantiated delve like in Craglorn, in a solo story, the fighter guilds, the mage guilds, the main story, etc. A difficulty slider will help the game to be more challenging for skilled players, and you could really adapt the difficulty to what you want to do and make the content repeatable. Why not? So if you fail or if you want to redo it but with a higher difficulty, you could still do it. That will be awesome as well. In the same subject regarding the difficulty and the progression in difficulty, I would like to see implemented in the Elder Scrolls Online the same system that you can find in the Fractal in Guild Wars 2, which is similar to the Rift system in Diablo 3 and to the challenge that you will see in World of Warcraft Legend, the next expansion. So for those that do not know what it is, it's simply a way to progress as you level through some dungeon. So you do the dungeon the first time, then you can do a second time with a higher difficulty, and you can increase the level of the dungeon like that. The difficulty will always be higher and there is no end, so it can be as difficult as you can handle it. And this is great because you could make a leaderboard for that, players could compete for that. It will always give you a good incentive to repeat some dungeon, and it will work totally fine in the Elder Scrolls Online. You can justify it lore-wise with Oblivion, it can be Pocket Realm, whatever, and it can allow to the developers so much creativity. It's a sort of Dragonstar Arena, but a bit more a dungeon, so you can integrate many different mechanics, different area, different worlds. It will be such a great idea. Really would like to see that in the Elder Scrolls Online. Dungeon token. Yes, I know the ID come from World of Warcraft, but sometimes Blizzard have brilliant ID. The advantage of the dungeon token is that you always have a good reason to go back in a dungeon. May you have all the monster helm that you want, all the equipment that you want, you still can go in the dungeon and earn some token that you can use in the store. It's also a good way to comfort the player that are very unlucky. It's 20 times you have done the White Gold Tower and you never had the Molakena helm. Well, at least you have some token that you can use to purchase something that you like. In my ID, the Undaunted store, because it needs to be Undaunted obviously, you will see a little bit the same thing that you can see in a Tulvar Stone shop. Some item, crafting material, different things that can help you in your adventure, and you use token instead of using gold. For instance, repair kits, potions, soul stone, whatever. And this can help any players to earn something while they are doing dungeon. It gives them a reason to go back to it all the time. I also wanted to have a sort of ranking system. The ranking system will be a bit similar to the reputation system that you have in World of Warcraft, except that it's not something you could farm. You will earn rank in the Undaunted, and it's not related to the skill line, by achieving something. For example, you do all normal dungeons, you are rank 1. You do all veteran dungeon, you are rank 2. And you do all gold key, you are rank 3. And you do something crazy like never dying in any dungeon, you have rank 4. Those rank will allow you to access to special cosmetic item that will cost a lot of token and will be very special and unique. And of course, the super more badass one will be rank 4, and all the hardcore PvEer, they will have something to look forward, something they can show off to show how awesome they are, how much they have done in the game, how they masterize it. This is for bragging, right? But I think this can motivate players to do more dungeon. Basically, every time you kill a boss, you will have a certain amount of token, and the last boss will give you more, so you're encouraged to do all the boss and not just farm the first one. And with that you could buy even gear, why not? This could be a little bit in the principle of the new seller that you will find in Cyrodiil. Some week they will propose you 2 or 3 set item, and it will be random every week and it will be changing, so it will give an incentive to players to buy stuff and to do dungeon. I would like to see a server for Cyrodiil Imperial City entirely dedicated to role player. That server will not be anything special beside the fact that you do not earn Alliance Point, you do not earn Tulvar Stone or any token from the Daedra boss, simply to discourage any other player to come and to farm stuff easily in that server, and to really let it for the role player, for the roleplay community. The PvP will not be disabled, because that's the point, is to allow role players to make roleplay battle. It's something that they will enjoy, they will be so grateful, and I do not think it will cost ZeniMax so much in development to just implement a server for them. It will be an amazing playground. It's a vast territory with a lot of houses, a lot of large spaces, a lot of fortress, of rivers, everything where they could make plots, stories, drama, big ceremonies, ritual, and PvP battle. I think it will be great, and they will be very grateful for something like that. I would like to see a Khajiit DLC. The quality of Orsinium, the quantity of Orsinium, the beauty of Orsinium. A DLC that will allow us to delve into elsewhere, into the Khajiit culture, that will be very mysterious, that will let us discover the other breed of Khajiit and all their culture, something that will be extremely lore oriented with stories and plots, interesting character, and that would teach us how the Khajiit are, how the Khajiit society work, and how their mindset and their culture is. I think so many players would like to see that, to travel in elsewhere, discover different landscape, something that we do not know very well. It's a part of Tamriel that is surrounded by mystery and question. To take away the veil and let us discover it will be such a nice present. I also wish that this DLC, if it come out, is not a closed content. It can lead to future other DLC, because I do not think we could cover the whole Khajiit culture and country with just one DLC, so it should stay open for more development in future. I also wish, if possible, but that's maybe a huge fantasy, to be able to have a new race that will be another breed of the Khajiit. It will be really nice to be able to have another character different, something that we have never seen in any other Elder Scrolls game. So it will be something so new, and I think it will attract so many Elder Scrolls fans. These are my top 5 features that I would like to see in future in the Elder Scrolls Online. You can see that some are similar to what some players have seen and written on the forum. It's just my perspective. I'm not claiming that I'm original here. It's just my top wishes. So tell me in the comment below what are yours, if you agree with me, if you want to see something different. It's of course not the only thing I would like to see. Among the other stuff, there is veteran dungeon, children in the street, the dress of the wife of Kim Emmerich. It needs to be changed, it needs to be nicer. And different stuff on the like. I would like really much to see some crafting related to the housing system. I would like to craft my own chair. That would be cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a great day, and I will see you next time. Take care everyone. Bye bye.